I think I might have found something that is gonna change a lot of things. I have had to re-record this video far more than I care to talk about. Well, hello there. If you don't know me, my name is Brandon. I'm founder of the Card Pirates TCG, aka the Card Pirate Captain, and I make these videos on the internet like this to provide some sort of education about what I'm doing wrong, so that you don't have to, or at the very least, hopefully I entertain you for 15 to 20 minutes. But with that said, I do not have a script. Not today. Did not find the time for that this week. Yeah. So this is probably going to wind up with some rambling. I'm going to try to keep that as minimal as possible. I am sorry. So I mentioned the thing that I found. I did not give you any details, and that was on purpose. I'm trying to keep you here. Full transparency. If you do like the stuff that I'm doing here, then please subscribe and watch me fumble over the rest of this, and maybe I'll do it again. But let me give you some brief updates, what's going on with the store and everything. So for the month of August, I'm running a sale for Yu-Gi-Oh! Specifically. My prior 2 sales that I was running, first one was already done. That one went pretty decent. The second one also going pretty decent. That one is going on all the way through this month as well. So if you are in the market for any cards, feel free to look. But anyway, I did start selling on TCG Player this week. I listed some things. I have one sale for a handful of cards. It is now in the mail. We will see how that goes. I am doing that because I want things to be able to move with more velocity, with more speed, and I have a lot of bulk, so I think it makes sense to a degree. So we're going to give that a shot, try to build up to the seller level 4 so that things stop being annoying and I have more convenience available to me. But I'll let you know how that goes. I am also going to be selling on Manapool. I created an account for Manapool last night, and I will be working on that in the near future, so I'll keep you updated on that. One thing I did want to note, this is my lesson learned for the week, is I need to make sure I pay attention to cost of goods sold, because I was not really paying that close attention to it before. I had a sale for one of my Yuga cards with the sale going on, which is 5% off, and the card was somewhere in the neighborhood of $1.51, which according to eBay meant my profit was something like 19 cents or something. And so when I calculate out all my stuff, I realized that my cost of goods sold is somewhere in the neighborhood of 14 cents right now. Now, that is not as ideal as it will be in the future, but that is where it is. And had I had a card of that same price sell with an ad fee on it, I would have made no money. So I took all of the ads off of my Yu-Gi-Oh! For the time being, and then I think I might have put some on, like 2% maybe, and I raised the floor on everything up to 169, which if you have seen my previous Yu-Gi-Oh! Video that I did a couple weeks ago, I dropped all of my floor prices for Yu-Gi-Oh! To 199. And then subsequently, and I never really talked about this, but I sort of soft lifted them to 159, and now we're going to hit it at 169, and we'll just watch and see. Just trying to hedge the bets a little bit, make sure that I am still profitable regardless of circumstances. So that is the updates for the store. Now, what did I find out this week? Well, I was about to take a nap yesterday. Went to put on a little video to listen to while I did so, and I came across a video from Pat, Hound Dog Gaming, and he was talking to a Mr. Leumas. Leumas Craze Gaming, or Cards. Leumas Card Craze. That's what it's called. And Mr. Leumas was explaining, per Pat's request, about the tool that he has developed utilizing some AI to help him with some of the instructions because he is not a developer, but he wanted an inventory management system that would do a lot of really cool, interesting things specifically for his business. And it is solid enough to where he felt like he could offer it to the public to an extent. And so he has done so at this point. It is not completed, and it is currently, because it is not completed, absolutely free. And the biggest thing that I have used it for in the last 24 hours, combining duplicates. You heard me. eBay. If you sell on eBay with cards, you know duplicates can be a nightmare because you wind up with 5 to 10 to however many of the same card on separate listings, 2 here, 1 there, 3 there, 4 here, and then all of a sudden, I mean, eBay doesn't like it. It means that if somebody likes a card a lot and they want to buy 5 of them, but you have a listing for 3 and a listing for 2, they can only buy one of the 2 because they don't see the other one. It's just a lot of problems. Now, Leumas Live has this function that allows you to combine your duplicates on eBay, and it will literally go through, analyze your entire store. It houses all of the sales information from your store. It houses, if you want to, you can input your expenses that are outside of eBay, your like costs of goods sold expenses and things like that. You can cross list to some extent, which I have not really been able to dive that far into because of the fact that I'm not really established on any other platforms yet. But it's got a lot of stuff, and I am starting to use it now. So I am definitely going to keep you updated on what's going on with that. But the duplicates thing is a big deal because it literally just grabbed all of the information of all the listings I had multiples of and allowed me to pick and choose which ones I wanted to change and which listing I wanted to survive. And then it went through, kept all the survivors, ended all the other listings, added all the quantities for me. I mean, it was maybe 200-300 cards that I think it modified. And I mean, maybe I'm overestimating, who knows. But the amount of cards that it did it in probably 15-20 minutes, if that. And that was it. So if you're in the market for something like that, you don't really want to go the route of spending the money on something like Sort Swift, or you really just can't afford it, kind of like where I am at. This is, I think, a really solid option while things are still growing. It is free until, as of right now, January of 27. And it's sick. I like it so far. I mean, it's been 24 hours. I just think it's rad. And I just like the idea that it is like how Card Uploader is, where it's just kind of down to earth. It's a guy making a thing to solve the problem that he had. It turns out a lot of us have the same problems, and it's very useful for us to have this tool. Now, I've kept this one relatively concise, probably because this is the third, fourth, multiple times that I have run through this, and the first time I was really long-winded, and so this time I'm trying to condense that down so that we don't have that rambling situation. But I have also kind of just about finished what I had to say. But I will let you know this much: my resorting of my cards, rather reorganizing, I should say, has completed. I have organized them all in this little box over here. Still working on the Yu-Gi-Oh bulk that I just got in this last week on Monday, and I now have some more funds for the business. So I am working on the process of getting the fictitious business name going, as well as getting myself some new row boxes to be able to store cards in as we go forward. And then it'll be just more bulk, more inventory to purchase and get that moving. But those are the immediate plans, which, yes, I did write on my little cue card here. Not at all the way that you spell the word immediate. With that said, if TCG treasure is what you seek, consider sailing with the pirates next time. Card Pirate Captain out.